I have found what I believe to be is the most cooked movie of all time, and we need to talk about it. And I know what you're thinking, but it's not that movie. But stick with me, because this movie has never been covered on YouTube before. The movie in question is the 2002 adaptation of the folk tale Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. It's only been logged 120 times on Letterboxd and has just one review on IMDb. It's just a guy telling you that it's on iTunes. And when I was watching this film, I kept thinking like it has to be a post. But then I remember two important things. Firstly, Wikipedia reports that this movie had a $15 million budget, which is something I still haven't quite come to terms with. Like, I understand that CGI cost more back in 2002, but it's just crazy to see how far technology has come that this $15 million, but I can put a shot like this in a YouTube video. And it cost me nothing, monetarily speaking.
Help.
And then secondly, this movie is from 2002, which pretty much predates memes. I mean, it certainly predates the concept of the shitpost. I mean, in this context, you could say that 2002 is, it's post Malone. So the movie opens with this big sweeping camera move across the desert, and then we cut to this market, and this is where we meet the main characters.
No job, no hope.
Alibaba!
Oh my God. Faster, faster.
Okay. Lots to unpack there. I mean, I guess we just start with the obvious. Excuse the expression, but address the donkey in the room. They use the same vase in back-to-back shots. That's just unbelievable. We're not even 3 minutes in and they're already recycling assets. And look, I get it. You've got to stretch out the budget, and maybe the animator who modeled this vase, he was like really proud of his work. But the golden rule, be subtle about it. Otherwise people are going to catch on and it just seems arrogant. And it also just reminds me how far technology has come. Like, can you believe that this is in a YouTube video? So these guys here are our main characters. We've got Alibaba and his donkey Rafi. There are a lot of decisions made in the way that the donkey looks and sounds. Yes, decisions. Completely neutral decisions. Then Alibaba bumps into this lady, and this is Margina, who Alibaba owes money to. And she's like,
You owe me my money.
but Alibaba tries to play it off real cool.
Next Tuesday, Margina, I expect a letter from a rich uncle authorizing me to collect the sum of 100 silvers.
I have heard this rich uncle story 3 times already. Now what am I supposed to think?
Did I say uncle? Sorry, my mistake. I meant a distant aunt.
Do people actually talk like this and think that this is gonna work? Oh, dude, hey, I haven't seen you in ages. It actually reminds me, I've been meaning to ask you, where's that money that I lent you for the, well, you know, the hemorrhoidectomy? Oh, yeah, next Tuesday, I'm expecting a large sum of money from a rich uncle. Dude, look, I've heard the same rich uncle story before. I mean, what am I supposed to think? No, you're right. I'm sorry. I meant to say a distant aunt. Yeah. Look, I've been pretty chill about it because, you know, we go way back. And I felt bad knowing that you couldn't sit down for 6 months because you had those 5 severely inflamed and swollen hemorrhoids. But the truth is, I know you don't have any family because they all died in the wars. Don't you remember that? The wars. The Clone Wars. Dude, it's okay, just take a seat, Oh, my hemorrhoids! So now we've got some stakes. Alibaba needs to get the money by Tuesday to pay back Margina or else.
I will complain and make life very miserable for you.
There's also a moment here where Alibaba considers selling Rafi to the washer woman.
Shut up, Rafi. Laughing at me, you ungrateful donkey. I'm gonna sell you to the washer woman. Somebody shut up that donkey! He's an emotional donkey.
Jesus Christ, dude. This washerwoman must be pretty bad news to elicit a response like that. I mean, what's she gonna do if she gets a donkey? Skin it? Is she Buffalo Bill? I mean, I suppose if I was the donkey, that would really hamper my enthusiasm. Okay, I'm sorry. All I meant to say is that it would be a real deterrent. Gent. We then cut to this gentleman who is ripping fat clouds. This guy is Alibaba's rich brother, Cassim. And even though it's not explicitly stated in the movie, what happens in the folk tale is after the death of their father, Cassim marries a very wealthy woman and he ends up very rich and very well off. Whereas on the other hand, Alibaba becomes a woodcutter and, well, he struggles to make ends meet, as we've seen.
All right, I won't sell you. Cut out that grin.
So when Alibaba asks Cassim if he can borrow some money, instead of just lending it to him, he suggests the unthinkable.
I need some money. Money? Again? I have a donkey to feed. Then just sell the donkey. I'm gonna sell you to the washer woman.
Side note, does anybody else think he gives cousin Roman from GTA?
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go
falling.
And I think that's largely due to the voice work. And I guess now is time to start the counter for all of the inexplicable accents that we're going to hear in this movie. So eventually Cassim agrees to give Alibaba a single silver coin.
Here, take this. This is the last time I give you money.
But as he goes to give it to Alibaba, in enters Cassim's evil wife.
And how much money are you giving him?
Only one silver noor.
That's too much.
We then cut to Alibaba and Raffi making their way through the desert. Where they're going to, I'm not quite sure, but we just roll with it.
As for you, you have no skills for earning a silver or even gathering food. I meant real food, you herbivorous nerd.
Dude, what is with Alibaba being so unnecessarily mean to Raffi in this movie? Like, there are multiple instances in this movie, which we'll get to, where Alibaba's just an asshole. Like, it's a complete asshole. You're a piece of dirt and everything you do sucks. By the way, can you help me transport these goods across the desert on your back in the sweltering hot heat? I mean, not even help really, since you're doing all of the work. So I guess my livelihood depends on you and you're my best friend. And a piece of shit. Anyways, let's keep watching. Surely nothing completely out of pocket's gonna happen. Yeah.
We ride the finest horses, we use the finest blades. They always come in handy when we do our nightly raids. We're bad, we're mean, we're 40 bold. Our only mission is to steal your gold.
Holy shit. Someone out there with the skill set to do so? House remix? And let's take this to the club. Come on. So these guys on their horses are the 40 thieves. And their backstory is that they've been stashing away all of their booty in a magic cave that only opens if you know the password, which is open sesame. So let's take a look, because I'm sure they figured out a completely reasonable and aesthetically cohesive way to portray this.
Password, please.
Open sesame.
And then very offhandedly, there's this exchange between the cave and the thief leader, which raises some questions.
Chief, some of my energizers are awfully painful.
Who is the engineer?
Thief number 38, Chief, has a diploma in hydraulics, he does.
That's 38 to do some maintenance.
As a diploma in hydraulics, he does. Yeah, so you know that magic talking cave that emits neon green? It's actually not magic. It's just hydraulics. Yeah, man, I just got it in last week, but it is a thing of beauty. You can say that again, yeah. It is very nice. What is that? Howdy, fellas. Noticed you looking in my direction over there. Presumably checking out the brand new whip. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, we have to admit it. We were guilty as charged. Yeah, well, you haven't even seen half of it yet, mate. 50-inch rims. Whoa. We got the 50-inch exhaust pipe. Nice. 50-inch cup holders. Get out of here. No way. But I saved the best for last. You've got to check out these hydraulics. Ah, my eyes. Ah, my hemorrhoids.
And that's why I always wear eye protection. This PSA was brought to you by the International Eye Protection Association.
The world is worth seeing. Now the thing is that Alibaba and Raffi see this whole thing go down. So after the thieves leave, they decide to suss it out for themselves.
Don't forget the password inside. You'll be trapped and die of suffocation in an hour. Oxygen levels are very low.
Oxygen levels are very low.
What's inside?
How should I know? I'm just the program talkative machine at the entrance.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. It was a program talkative machine. That's correct, yes. Except for the fact that he's gonna mention what is inside of the cave multiple times throughout this movie. Anyways, and so Alibaba and Raffi head inside of the cave. And if you still have questions about where that $15 million budget went, check this out. Why does it sound like it has a jet engine? Wait, why does it sound like it has a jet engine? And if you thought that was pretty expensive looking, just wait till you see the belly dance. Anyways, let's see what else this cave has in store. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That was crazy. In one shot, Alibaba was crouched, and then like one shot later, he was already standing upright. Who comes up with this stuff? And then Raffi and Alibaba go to board that plane looking thing, and wait. Don't do it. This is then followed by a 3.5-minute sequence where Alibaba and Raffi make their way through the cave. And the music choice here is definitely a choice made by a human being. And finally, they arrive at the treasure.
Our starvation days are long gone. Oh no. Too much weight, Raffi?
What? Oh no, was that too much weight, Raffi? You piece of shit. And then like, if you think that's bad, then Alibaba removes one single coin worth of weight. And then he says this.
Is this okay? Bearable?
And then the movie just sort of glosses over the fact that Raffi now has 4 broken legs, and they just head back to town. It's fine. And then once we're back in town, we get this sequence of Alibaba just throwing gold coins away. He's just throwing them at people. Just
You give me a copper.
Why copper, my friend? Have it. This is real gold.
And look, it's not like I've ever been in this position before, but if I had just looted a cave that belonged to 40 thieves, I would try to be a bit more discreet about it. I wouldn't just be going out throwing gold coins at people. Maybe that's just a me thing though. And then we cut back to Cassim and his wife. And she is just like, even though it doesn't affect her whatsoever, she is like super upset that Alibaba is giving away money.
He is distributing gold like it is play money.
I don't know, maybe just rich people things?
Something is fishy here. Yesterday he was borrowing money from you. He had nothing but a donkey and a torn mattress.
God must have favored him.
Like what? A torn mattress? Like what a weirdly specific and trivial detail to just throw in there. Yeah, yesterday your brother, he didn't have anything but a donkey and a silk leopard print G-string. Wait, what? How do you know that? Sorry. So then she orders Cassim to go and find out where Alibaba got all of this money from, and that's when we cut to this narration that explains what Alibaba has been up to with his newfound wealth.
Alibaba built a beautiful palace of marble, adorned with gold, rubies, and diamonds.
Where's the palace at? Oh, it's inside the big bird cage. Okay, so they built a giant bird cage around his house, which I can safely say I have never seen before. Like, that's when you know you've made it, when you can afford to build a giant fucking bird cage around your house. Oh, MTV Cribs. I can't wait to show you around. Come right on in. Oh, mind the cage. Come on. Also, time-wise, it's been like a couple of days, I think, which is kind of confusing because he managed to erect this monument in the most impractical location possible, mind you. So I don't know what builders he hired to do this. Maybe it was Dr. Manhattan or something. I'm not sure. So then Alibaba and Margina are hanging out in the palace and he gives her a gold necklace.
How much money did you pay for this?
100 gold coins? Look at Raffi.
Ripped the fuck out. We need instant replay.
Margina, I've ordered some more renovations.
You've ordered more renovations. One giant bird cage on top of my house is not enough. I must have 2 bird cages, one on top of the other. I am Birdman. And then Margina's like,
You didn't steal it, did you?
and then he just like totally lets it all out. He tells her about the cave and the 40 thieves and the whole story, the whole shebang, And then out of nowhere, Cassim just happens to be in the palace and he walks into the room at that exact moment and he overhears the entire conversation.
Oh, dear brother, you didn't hear what I was talking to Margina, did you?
Not at all, not at all, nothing at all. No caves, no thieves.
And then there's a super brief scene where Cassim goes and reports back to his evil wife and she's like, we need more information. And then we cut directly back to Cassim hanging out with Ali and Margina at the palace. Except this time, Cassim is watching the guys play circular chess. That's a thing, apparently.
Okay.
Good move. Yes, move that one
there.
there. Oh, yes.
Wait, hold on. Is that...
It's a demon!
Anyway, at this point, Ali just tells Cassim like that there is a cave and he tells him the password and how to open it.
You enter and there is loads of wealth inside.
I'm not going in there. I have enough wealth. Bye.
He does leave out some little minor, unimportant details, you know, unimportant details.
The first thing your brother will do is make a beeline for that cave.
I hope he's careful. I forgot to tell him about the thieves. and the lack of oxygen.
I honestly believe this might have been a 5-head play.
Open sesame!
Has Alibaba published the password in a local newspaper or what?
Maybe? It's rich people when they get even more money. Also rich people when. But on his way out of the cave, Cassim somehow forgets the password, which is a big oopsie because at the same time, the 40 thieves arrive. Yeah.
Hey, look, Chief, an intruder!
Joe Pesci? Wait, what? Am I a clown? Do I amuse you?
Please have mercy, let me go!
Yes. Go!
I beg of you, please. Just please let me go. Yes. Go! Your move. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Chief, you should have asked him how he got the password.
Fool! You're telling me now!
What? Accent? Arnold, what?
Oh, Chief, we still don't know how he got the password.
There's another one! There's 2 of them!
He mentioned he was going out of town. No one's heard from him in a while.
This is true.
Gosh, I hope he's okay. What's up, Raffi? Oh no.
That is fucked. What is this movie rated again? Oh yeah, PG. Yeah, makes sense. PG, PTSD, what's the difference really? And then Margina and Alibaba decide that they want to give Cassim a proper burial. So this is the plan. They transport Cassim's severed body back to town, and then they hire a tailor, a guy that does up like clothes and stuff, to sew the body back together. And as disturbed as this sounds, so far this is pretty accurate to the folk tale. So they blindfold the tailor and they take him back to the house. And at first the tailor is like, nah, bruv, that's fucked. But then Alibaba's like, 50 gold coins.
For that kind of money, I can sew even a dead donkey.
But the next day, the tailor is at the pub, he's having a couple of brewskis.
But the body, so much money. I take it home, I get a new tailor shop.
The leader of the thieves is there as well, and he overhears the tailor telling the whole story about the body.
Follow that tailor and you'll find the body. So a dead body, huh? Yes, but they blindfolded me.
And so they end up tracking down the house and they mark a big X on the door so that they know what house to come back to when they return later that night.
Thanks, Raffi. They're probably planning to come through the night.
Later that night.
Rob, steal, kill, pillage. This is what we do. And yes, we get around. You'll never see us work. We only leave behind the dust cloud.
The music slaps, okay? What do you want from me? Now, when the thieves finally get back into town, they realize that they have been bamboozled because there is now a mark on every single door.
Look, Chief, the door with the cross.
Hey, look, Chief, the door with the cross. Someone has outwitted us. Let us think of another plan. This one should be foolproof.
Yes, I agree. Foolproof.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll get to Dublin.
Firstly, this whole situation here is a reoccurring nightmare of mine. And secondly,
Chief, I have an idea.
That's exactly the voice I was expecting.
Why don't we go to Alibaba's palace dressed as oil merchants and sell oil?
Crazy idea. We have no time to sell oil now.
Oh, wait. Hold up, Chief. Hear him out.
If you don't understand, only 1 barrel contains oil.
And the rest?
Thieves. 1 per barrel.
Brilliant.
Ah, yes. Brilliant. I don't know why this plan requires all 40 thieves to be involved. I'll be the first to say it. This plan with the oil needs some refining. Sorry, that was an oil-related joke. A bit niche. I won't do it again. It's kind of slick though. We then cut directly to the chief hanging out with Alibaba inside of his palace. Okay.
We have the best oil in these parts of the world. Unspoiled oil.
Unspoiled oil.
Look at the purity, the quality, clarity, viscosity.
Say what you will, but this man is wasting his talents because he could sell oil and lube. Like, he could sell lots of lube too.
Quality, viscosity.
Hold on. I think this is it. So the belly dance goes on for about 3 minutes, and then we cut to Alibaba and the chief hanging out. And Margina comes up to them and she just like pulls out a dagger and she tries to kill the chief.
It's a nice dagger, but you better put that away, darling. You might hurt someone.
That is the main idea, Chief.
And this ends up escalating into like an epic sword fight. And then in the middle of all of this chaos, this guy who is passed out on the floor wakes up. Anyways, this guy actually comes in clutch because he grabs the bottle of oil and he throws it and it knocks out the chief.
Yeah.
Dude, next thing Alibaba says, better be hard as fuck.
I love a good fight.
Ali, come quick.
Oh my god. And this is when Margina leads Alibaba outside and shows him that there are a ton of oil barrels with thieves inside of them. You know, as is typical with oil. Let's see how they handle this situation. There's people inside those. That was just cold-blooded murder. So that was fucked up. Let's see how they reconcile the emotional turmoil. That's something like that would bring on, you know?
Did it, Ali?
We did it together. I think we're a pretty good team. Look at them go.
Can you see them?
Yeah, gone.
They're gone.
Wow.
Okay, so they're just horrible people. There we go. Did it to watch them fly.
There go a lot of well-oiled thieves.
And then very suddenly, out of nowhere, the chief comes by on his horse and he kidnaps Margina and he takes her back to the cave.
Margina!
And when he gets there, this is what his plan is.
I'll come back to finish you off. I'm gonna change the password, and then I'm gonna go to the countryside and recruit another batch. I lost all my thieves.
Yeah, just get another batch. Just another batch of thieves, like they're a batch of cookies or something. And then just the fact that the entire last act of this movie centers around the chief resetting the password on his cave, which when we get to it is just insane. Can't wait, let's get into it. So then the chief heads out and he goes to the place where you reset the password on your magic cave. Once again, you probably have questions. I have questions, but we're just rolling with it. We're just rolling with it, baby. Let's go. Shortly thereafter, Alibaba arrives at the cave. But before he enters, the cave tells him that you've got to be quick because the password is about to change. And you really get the sense throughout this movie that the cave is like on Alibaba's side. Don't know why, it just is. So Ali heads into the cave, he unshackles Margina, and you are not ready for what happens next.
How can I ever repay your kindness?
There is a simple way. A cute little teeny-weeny sentence with 3 words.
No, it's 4 words. Will you marry me?
Much better than...
Smooth. Slick. Meanwhile, we cut back to the chief in an undisclosed location, changing his cave password.
I own one of your caves. I want to change the password.
Please go to the password department on your left. Have a nice day.
There's a whole department for this? What? Like at first I thought it was a magic cave, and then we learnt it was a hydraulic cave. And now there's lots, you can just buy one. But if you call now, we'll go in a second magic cave for free. So what are you waiting for? Call now. Cut back once again to Margina and Alibaba, and it's like, guys, get out of the cave. But Margina's just playing around in the gold coins, and she's like,
Let me collect some jewels for the marriage.
Hurry up.
Divorce.
Same thing every time I need to get to change the password.
you've done this more than once? Why? What is the backstory with this chief?
Drives me up the wall when he does this. Do it, throw in the ball. Come on. Here we go. I don't remember that.
That'll be 5 gold coins, please.
You got it.
Dude, it's crazy that I'm only learning just now that this is what happens every time you reset your password. I can't believe I didn't know this. And by the time that Margina and Alibaba go to leave the cave, it's too late and the password has changed.
I'm sorry, Alibaba. That has not been changed.
But remember that the cave is kind of on their side, so he just tells them that there is a place in the cave where they can find out what the new password is. And all they have to do is give the jelly gem to the golden monkey in the howling cave, which they can access by using a passage, but be careful because there is a deep gorge and a ground stream and creatures, and that is the realest shit I ever said. He also suggests, like, if they don't want to do that, they could also just eat Raffi, because, you know, why not?
Donkeys are much more edible.
So deeper into the cave they venture. There's this one part where they jump off a waterfall. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. Hey guys, do you want to see something cooked?
Hey man, just where do you think you're going?
What? Who said that? Hey, you're a strange little fella. We are looking for the jelly gem.
That is interesting. I am Bernard, and I happen to be guarding the jelly gem.
He has it. He has the jelly gem.
And the lady with you, she also wants the jelly gem?
Yes, sir.
There is a small condition.
Okay, fair.
You have to conquer me first.
Ah! Why is it there?
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy!
By God, I never knew you'd be this big. We Bernards come in 3 sizes: standard, large, and extra large.
So he said that we Bernards come in 3 different sizes, which means that his name is not Bernard. That means like that's just what he is. Like he is a Bernard. This is a Bernard. But then he also introduced himself as Bernard, like that was his first name. All I can say to that is...
That is interesting.
All right, let's see how they get themselves out of this one.
Sing, Rafi, sing!
I can't stand it, Rabbit! Have mercy on me!
Jesus Christ. Yo, it's the jelly gem. $15 million well spent, that's what I'll say. Oh shit, they made it.
Which cave? Come on, quick, which cave? I think it's 5. I'm not sure.
My friend, there are 147 caves. Which one is yours?
There's 147 caves.
My grandfather is a walrus. That is the new password, you nitwit.
I'm done. I'm just gonna finish it from down here. It doesn't even make any sense. Ah. So after getting the password, Alibaba and Margina escape from the cave and they return. This time, they bring the whole village back with them. Why would they do this? Simple.
They have come to have fun.
But of course, the movie wouldn't be complete without another one of these.
We're the thieves of the desert.
And by the time the thieves get back to the cave, everybody is gone. And when they get inside of the cave, the cave just straight up kills them. Or eats them.
I'm going to eat you.
And yeah, that's Alibaba. Fascinating. Fascinating. And that is the extent of my thoughts because my brain is now mush. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And this is like quite a small channel. So if you do subscribe, like that's awesome, dude. I really do appreciate it. There's actually enough people where we could fill the Titanic like 1.5 times almost, which is kind of crazy to think about. But subscribe now before we reach our 100 Titanic subscriber special, which is when we have enough subscribers to fill 100 Titanics and then we race them across the Atlantic. It's going to be sick, trust me. Bernard says goodbye.
Go back to your cave and perish.